All right, we're trying this again, everybody. I think I got her set. Let me know. Let me make sure you guys are hearing me okay before I get going. I'll explain to y'all why we are doing it or what's going on when that happens. There you go, Susan. I'm sorry, guys. So I guess that's what I get for playing on my computer. So basically, what's been going on is with some very exciting news that I will be rolling out here sometime this week. It was imperative that I get a system that is going to be able to handle an influx of streams. So working in conjunction with Isaac at Nader Boys is what he does for a living. He got me set up with pretty much a state of the art system here. So very appreciative of all his help. As well as with some of this other software that I have been practicing on here over the last week or so. It's one of the programs automatically switches my default microphone. So I've got to remember that if I utilize that software, that I need to go back in my streaming settings. I need to reset the microphone, or you guys can't hear me. So, hey, Courtney, same to you as well. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there, including my very own daddy, Subby. And those of you that don't know, our family's been under quite a bit of stress over the last few months when our mother was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and by golly, last week she was able to ring the bell. So she is doing fabulous, and of course, it put a lot of stress on the family, and we are happy to set that behind us at least for a little while. So we're pretty excited in that regard. So great Father's Day to Daddy, Subby, and all the other fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to you. You deserve it. Spend some time with family, and we are going to, as I had mentioned earlier, we are going to take just a short look. I know a lot of people have activities planned today. Now that you guys can hear me, we're going to take a look at the next week's forecast. We're also going to take a look at the global predictor. If anybody has any plans coming up in the next 5-6 months that they would like to catch a forecast on. And we're going to take a look here in West Central Missouri when our possible first snow is going to happen. That is something that we kind of need because we're under a heat dome right now. But first thing first, I got a lot of questions last night. I got a lot of messages this morning. Bring up radar here real quick. I had a lot of questions asking if these showers and thunderstorms that has happened over Nebraska, Kansas, up there where Nader Boys went and did some streaming yesterday. They got some incredible pictures of mothership supercells. So if you haven't been over to their page to take a look at those pictures, make sure you do so. They were awesome. But whether or not these storms were going to move over West Central Missouri, and in short answer, that is a big no, they will not. Here's what's happening. We have this huge area, this big area that we're under a very strong cap, about as strong as a cap as you can possibly get. I don't think anything's going to be able to penetrate and fire up any thunderstorms in our area. There's still a chance, and we've seen that already. As there's like yesterday, there was a thunder shower that popped up just southwest of Butler, dumped 1/1500th of an inch, and dissipated within about 7 miles. Another one was north of Clinton yesterday afternoon. Another one was near Warrensburg yesterday afternoon. Dumped a quick 1/10 of an inch and then dissipated. So that is really going to be our pattern for about the next 5 to 7 days, as we are underneath this ridge, this dome of high pressure that is bringing us the very warm temperatures, high humidity. But of course, whenever you couple those two together with any kind of disturbance, whether somebody sneezes outside, you have the potential to see a pop-up thunder shower that might last 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then it dissipates. Hey, good morning, Misty. So again, I've got some very, very, very big news that's going to be coming out here this week sometime. I think everybody is going to be very, very excited about this. I know I'm very excited about it, but not going to let the cat out of the bag as of yet. We're gonna get through next week, and then we will talk about this. This is going to be huge for our area, for West Central Missouri, as well as the surrounding area. So it's exciting, guys. So I will make sure I will have a big unveiling of this announcement as we come next week. So that's looking very, very forward to it. So let's take a look here real quick. And of course, on our let me get the bookmarks out of the way. Here is the Storm Prediction Center outlook for severe weather and thunderstorms over the next few days, and you notice there's not a lot going on here in West Central Missouri. Later on today, tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to be under that general thunderstorms. That's this light green shaded area. Look how big that is. And really, that's just a buffer zone for any of these little isolated pop-up thunder showers that might last 5 minutes and then they dissipate. If they're going to be far and few between, but there's still that chance out there. So I know a lot of farmers are looking forward to this week, once we get past today, because really today would be probably our greatest threat to see any kind of pop-up thunderstorms. But next week they're going to be able to get a lot done. They're going to be able to get the rest of their spraying done. They're going to be able to cut hay. They're going to be able to bale hay. And then we're going to need a little bit of moisture after that. So, and I think that's coming. That's going to be coming as soon as we get toward the last week of the month. I think we'll start to get into that a little bit more rainy period, and then the first week of July will be dry, and then we'll go into another rainy period. So the timing is looking impeccable right now for the farmers. We could all use a little bit of rain right now for the gardens and for the field, but let these farmers get what they need to get done, and then let's get some rainfall through our area. So that's what's going on from the Storm Prediction Center. Severe threat this week. I'm not going to say it's non-existent, but it's very, very low this week. So we should have a fairly quiet week. So that's great news. That's great news. And let's take a look here exactly of what is going on, what is causing all of this. And I won't spend a whole lot of time with this, and I don't want to go over anybody's head, but this is the one map that is easy to read. It's kind of easy to understand, and it can tell a lot about our weather coming up. And this is the 500 millibar chart. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. This is a snapshot of what's going on 18,000 feet above our heads. These are going to be where the jet streams lie. These are the route makers of all the storm systems. It tells you where the lows are, where the highs are, and what direction that they are going. Now we are getting into that pre-summer, that summertime mode, in which this right here is our jet stream. Okay, that's where these strong winds are at. It's retreating back up to the north. Okay, this jet stream right here will retreat back up into Canada as we go into summer, and that's when storm season really starts to pick up in the northern plains and into Canada. Okay, so, but that's not saying that we don't have no chance for severe weather or thunderstorms. It's just the better chances are going to remain up to the north in the Dakotas and into Canada. So whenever you see a bubble like this, that's a ridge. Okay, that is an area of sinking air. Of course, when you have sinking air, you can't have clouds, and that predominantly it's going to be sunny weather, clear weather, and hot this time of year. Okay, because you have a high pressure that is working right there in the center of America, and it's going to be pumping in all that warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico. So whenever we see a ridge such as this, you know you're going to have, this time of year, that's a heat dome. And that's the reason why we've been in the 90s now for the last few days, and it's going to hold all the way through next weekend. Okay, so now we'll put this into motion, and notice that, let me get out of my pen here, you'll notice that we don't get out of that dome very quickly. We still stay in that dome right here. We're still in that high pressure area. Now, there are going to be, you notice there's a couple little disturbances here that's going to be trying to poke its way through here. Okay, there's one, and as they come up, we'll have this slight chance for a thunder shower. But with being that strong cap in place, it's going to take a pretty strong thunderstorm to break the cap. It won't last very long, but we still have to keep in mind we have that chance for thunderstorms all through the week, but it's going to be very, very scattered in nature, and many places won't even see a drop of rain this week. So let's continue on, and it's going to be, you'll start to see this break down just a little bit as we get to about the last week of the month. And notice here we are on the 22nd, which, over a week out, and we're still underneath that dome, that ridge that's still going to be providing some warm temperatures and very humid conditions as well. And then we'll go through the 24th. Now, right in here, you notice there's going to be a low pressure system that is going to be right here. Okay. Now, we're going to get clipped by that low pressure system down in this area. Now, it's not going to be huge, but it's going to provide a focus for some showers and thunderstorms as we go into the 23rd, 24th, and the 25th of this month, here in about 10 days. But just out to our west, we have another ridge that's going to be trying to move its way back in again, and that's likely going to be where we get our dry weather the first week of July. So we'll move this forward a little bit. We'll be clipped by that. We fall underneath that ridge again, and it's not going to be. We'll have another shot as a storm system coming in the 27th, 28th, 29th. And then we get set up again for another ridge. So, typical summertime pattern here, guys. Jet stream retreats up to the north. We are predominantly in a hot, muggy conditions here in the Midwest, with little disturbances coming through, providing a focus for thunderstorms. What sets this year apart from the last few years is that we have several disturbances that comes through to provide a focus for those showers and thunderstorms. So our driest portion looks to be what we're in right now and through for the next 7 to 10 days. And then we'll have that again around the first 10 days of August. But in between there, we'll have several bouts of rain and thunder showers to keep the fields moist. So it's really shaping up to be a great year agricultural-wise after kind of a scary beginning with 9 inches of rain all at the same time, flooding some fields back in April. So that's very, very good news. Oh, Allison. Zach, get out of the pond. And thanks for all those wonderful memes you post on our Facebook group. So that's kind of what's happening. 18,000 feet above our heads, what's providing the focus for these hot conditions, very warm conditions we're having here in the Midwest. And again, nothing significant is showing up all the way through the first week of July. However, we will have a few chances for thunderstorms, and of course, you can't rule out a severe storm with temperatures in the 90s and dew points like the equator at 75 degrees. There's enough energy there where we still have to keep weather aware whenever there's thunderstorms around, because there's so much energy surrounding it. So let's take a look real quick at the global predictor. Hi, Ann. So again, if you're new to the room, maybe checking out the stream, the global predictor is actually a component of Weather 2020 and Gary Lezak's LRC model. It's something I've been a proponent of for the last 25 years. They are perfecting it. Of course, no model ever is going to be 100% accurate. But what I can tell you is that the LRC average around 87% accuracy 120 days out on average. This year so far, they're in the 90s right now. They predicted every severe storm outbreak. They predicted flooding rainfall. They predicted where the first tropical storm was going to happen. The LRC is on fire this year. So those numbers are likely going to go up. The National Weather Service 3-day forecast is 85% accurate. So what you gather from that is that the LRC 120-day forecast is more accurate than National Weather Service 3-day forecast. So it's incredible, guys. This is something that Subby's Weather Talk is a corporate sponsor of. Thanks to the generosity of many members here in the room during our spring fundraiser. And this thing has been a focus of my forecast. I use what they call the dashboard to be able to bring my weekly forecast to you guys. So this thing is incredible, and I'm excited what the future holds for Weather 2020 and Subby's Weather Talk. Hint, hint. So 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 one thing, if anybody, and again, anybody from July 1st all the way up through December 17th, if somebody has a special outdoor event or maybe travel plan during that time, let me know when and where, and we can go anywhere around the world and get a forecast for you in the United States. And what's incredible, this is worldwide forecasting with the LRC. Just incredible. It's not just here in the United States. The LRC is worldwide forecasting. 87% accuracy, 120 days out. Incredible. So one thing that I wanted to take a look at is we're going to kind of use Henry County here, kind of the center hub of West Central Missouri, and we are going to look out through the months of October, November, and see when the first projected snowfall is predicted by the LRC. Because that's a question once we head into fall. Hey, when's our first snow going to be? So let's take a look at October. And we are going to look at October, and let's take a look at snowfall for Henry County. No snowfall in October of 2024. Let's take a look in November. Right now, the LRC is predicting no snow for the month of November. Through the 19th of December, it is not predicting any snowfall for West Central Missouri, at least for Henry County. So when I was going through this on the dashboard, and this is a very easy thing to take a look at. The dashboard is more detailed, lots of graphs and data and stuff that I look at. Looking at that, if we now remember, the new LRC will set up in October. October 5th, the new cycle will start. Now we typically do not forecast out until we hit November, because we want to see a full cycle before the LRC actually starts to put out their forecast. So typically right around the end of November, we know how many days are in between the cycle, and from that point on, all the way through 2025, we use the global predictor with the new cycle, the new LRC sets up. We use that data to be able to project out 6 months in advance. So right now, guys, it's at least for Henry County, it's looking like we may get through almost Christmas without any snowfall in Henry County. Let's take a look a little bit further north. Let's take a look at, say, Smithville. So we'll zoom in on Smithville. Now let's take a look at October. No snow in October predicted by the LRC. And it looks like November 19th is set to have the first measurable snow in Smithville. So Uncle Tim and Aunt Jean, you guys put that date on your calendar on the 19th of November, and let's see if it changes as we get closer to the fall, and let's see how accurate that's going to be. Wilma, you about had coffee. I almost went live on Subby's Weather Talk with coffee coming out of my nose. That's funny. Oh, goodness, that's funny. So if anybody has any plans, any outdoor activities over the next few months, I'll be more than happy to take a look at them. Just tell me a date and location, and I'll be happy to take a look at the forecast for that particular day. And again, we're running this from July 1st up through December 17th. I do want to take a look again for right around July week, the first week of July. That's when a lot of festivities are going on in different counties, different areas. Right now, it looks like most of the week we're going to be in the upper 80s here in Henry County, at least for that first week of July. And again, this has been holding steady now for, gosh, a month and a half now. The LRC has not changed the forecast. It's updated hourly. It takes all the new data, compiles it, puts it into the dashboard, puts it into the global predictor. So this has not changed. It has been really consistent, showing that on the 1st, it looks like we're going to get some rain here in Henry County. That's on the 1st. That's on Monday. But then the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th looks great. No rainfall.
Good late morning.
And then we're going to have, sorry about that, guys. Turn my volume down. And then we have, on the 7th, we have a shot for a couple of showers. That's on that Sunday. That's when Henry County, we wrap up our Old Glory days. We have the fireworks at night. But you can kind of tell by the high temperatures that on that Monday, we're going to be having a cold front moving through the area. That's going to be the focus of thunderstorms on that Monday. And then it kind of cools down for Tuesday on the 2nd, and then it starts to kind of warm back up into the upper 80s to low 90s as we go into next week. But that looks like it's going to be great weather for Old Glory days here in Henry County. Warsaw, July 6th, absolutely. So let's take a look over here at Warsaw. So July 6th is going to be pretty warm, just a touch above average, 92 degrees. And it looks like Warsaw is going to be, looks like sunshine on the 6th. So it doesn't look like, and it's kind of like Henry County. It's been very, very consistent. A little less rain on the 1st than what Henry County was looking at. But looked like it's going to be another beautiful day. It'll be hot, but you know, we kind of expect that in July. Well, guys, that's all that I had for this morning. I am going to leave you guys. I will be posting this on all of our social media platforms, so you guys can save this. And really, there's not much to it this week. But I do want to bring up the Subby forecast for this week. And again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, including my very own Daddy Subby. And but for today, of course, we're going to have 93 degrees with the low of 75, sunshine. And again, all week, this holds true all week long. as hot and humid as it is, we cannot rule out a scattered thunderstorm. So I wish I can tell you absolutely no chance of rain, but we still have that small sliver chance to see a very isolated, short-lived thunderstorm. No severe weather expected this week. We're really jumping into that summertime pattern. Monday, sunny, 93.75. Tuesday, sunny, 91.73. Wednesday, sunny, 91.73. Thursday, sunny, 91.73. Friday through Sunday, next weekend, sunny, low 90s, right around mid 70s for the lows all weekend. So, of course, I'll be updating this if there might be like a little impulse, a little disturbance that comes by. Maybe bump up those chances a little bit higher for a thunderstorm. But as it sits right now, guys, we're going to have a very hot and humid week. Remember, drink plenty of fluids if you're working outside this week. We're going to have heat indexes near 100 all week long. So check on your neighbors, make sure AC's working for them, make sure they have fans on, check the elderly. I know during this time of year, I like to check in on my elderly sister. God bless her. She does not handle the heat very well. She says her hair gets all curly and she sweats and her makeup runs down. So I always like to check in on my sister, my elderly sister, 5 years older than I am. Wow, over the hill. But I check in on her as well. But we're going to have, again, a very hot, humid week. And finally, thank you guys so much for all of the support that you've given me and Subby's Weather Talk through the last few years. It's been incredible. I'm humbled. And this is definitely something that our community needs. I know I've had a few people just get a little bit frustrated with me because they couldn't find my streams. I try to have so many avenues out there so that everybody can grab the stream when they can. When we go live during severe weather, I try my best to get word out, but we're approaching 13,000 members here at Subby's Weather Talk. So there's going to be a hiccup every now and then, and I do apologize for that. But thank you guys so much for the support. And sometime next week, I will be announcing a very, very big enhancement of what we do here at Subby's Weather Talk and West Central Missouri. And so please be on the lookout for that big announcement. I will have a live stream. I will be posting it on all of our social media outlets as big positive changes are coming here this month for Subby's Weather Talk. So I couldn't be any more excited than what I am right now. So get out, enjoy time with family today, enjoy the day with the fathers today. And I will likely be doing a midweek live stream. We'll take another look at the global predictor. We'll take another look at our running forecast for the week. Make any tweaks to it if we have to. But make sure everybody stay weather aware this week. Drink lots of fluids and stay cool. So happy. I know. I know. I'm going to be in so much trouble. But I'll be seeing her here in a couple hours as we go down and celebrate Father's Day. So I'm sure I'll get my butt whooped a little bit. But it's fun to do so. You gotta have a little laughter. You bet, Missy. Thank you. Thanks for all your support over the years too. All right, guys. Have a great day. We'll be talking to y'all very soon.